setting the world record for the shortest 100 meters sprint time of 9.58 seconds.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the shortest basketball player in the world?
I like your curiosity. I'll tell you. Muggsy Bogues is the shortest player in the National Basketball Association history, listed at 5 feet 3 inches tall. He was drafted 12th overall by the Washington Bullets in 1987.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
I'm glad you asked.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Which club is the first to win Champions League?
That's very easy. Real Madrid. The first Champions League was won by Real Madrid during the 1955 and 1956 season.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
From the greens of golf to the court of tennis and basketball, the octagon of UFC to the square room for boxing, track of Formula One, and the pitch of football. Join the sports crew on Sport Hub 6 to 7 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays, Fridays 5 to 6 p.m. and 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Here on iImpact Radio 102.1 FM, Lagos. Reviews, views, and interviews just the way you like it. Exclusive on High Impact Radio 102.1 FM, Lagos. Sport Hub for all the updates and analysis.
You're listening to Sports in a Jiffy on iImpact Radio 102.1 FM Lagos.
Monday morning edition of the show Sports in a Jiffy on your most exciting breakfast show, the Morning Impact Show, right here on Impact Radio 102.1 FM. 12 today in the month of May, year 2025. As a top of the morning to all of the sports fans out there. I hope you're well. I hope you're blessed. I heard Judge Boy here this morning, 72 fast, a lot of fact, making it compact for listening pleasure. Quickly tiptoeing all of the major stories making the rounds in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sport. Introducing you to all of the update this morning, taking reactions from the actions that went down this weekend, and also every activities we'll be looking forward to this new week. Because of course the under-20 boys will be in action later tonight. That's talking about the Flying Eagles playing against the defending champions of the AFCON under-20 World Cup about Senegal in the bid to make sure that they get a berth in the semi-final of the tournament. And not just that, also the run for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup that will be hosted later this year. It's a must-win encounter for the boys. Talk about playing against the defending champions. MPFL 2024-2025. Well, not to be much of a surprise already, because you already know that we have a crowned champion. Talk about Raymond Stars, and they had to do a comeback 4-1 win in the Southwest Derby over Ikorodu City yesterday, right there at the Raymond Stars Sports Complex in Ikene. 4-1 it ended, and a proper coronation they had yesterday. Their trophy parade will be later this week, and all of the fans will be agog about that particular one. In pop and pageantry, Raymond Stars will be winning the league for the first time in 20 years. That's when a Southwest team have last won the MPF. I'll also talk about other matches that were played, because my darling Kwara United are also safe in the league for next season after that 2-1 win over Rivers United. And yes, Enugu Rangers as well defeated Nasarawa United 4-0. An amazing game that was yesterday. Running riots in that manner is also show you that yes, they are leaving it late, and the first game since their coach has signed a contract extension with the team right there. A sad day for the Sunshine Stars, because right there for the first time in 18 years they are getting relegated from the top flight of the Nigerian Premier Football League and to play in the second tier competition. That's talking about Sunshine Stars of Akure. Well, this is definitely going to boil down to management issues, because since the start of this season they've had like three different managements managing this team in one season alone. Not too good for Sunshine Stars of Akure, because at the point in time they even had to play away from home. They were playing in faraway Ogun State, the Depodina Stadium in Ijebu-Ode, and all of these things put together definitely led to their downfall this season. Same thing with Lobby Stars as well, another historic team for the first time in 18 years as well. They are also getting relegated from the NPFL. Yes. Major stories coming through from the Nigeria Premier Football League. I mean, if you're talking about Sunshine Stars, I know one name that will definitely come to your head is going to be Godfrey Obuabona, the man who played for the Super Eagles of Nigeria during that historic AFCON in 2013. We're also looking forward to the preparations for the National Sports Festival that will also kickstart this weekend right there in Ogun State. It starts Gateway Games 2024, an amazing competition we are looking forward to in that particular sphere. While in Europe, Liverpool as well drop point against Arsenal. Well, Arsenal faithful definitely they want to drink water and drop cup on this particular one, because it was an end-to-end game between the two sides yesterday, and ending in that particular fashion. Barca this season definitely colonized Real Madrid, making sure that they did 4 of 4. Won the Super Copa, won the two Clasico, and also won the Copa del Rey, making sure that they did shut up Barca. And Lamine Yamal is talking. Lamine Yamal is saying, let them give Real Madrid handicap 5. We are still going to come back against them. But you talk about Real Madrid, talk about Kylian Mbappe, who definitely wrote his name on a silver platter yesterday as well, becoming one player that has now scored the most goals in a debut season for Real Madrid. 38 goals contribution for Real Madrid across all competition this season. We look forward to see how next season is going to pan out for Real Madrid, and what Florentino Perez will be looking to add to that particular team. On the home front later this morning as well, I'll also be telling you about the Discovery Cup 2025, which kickstarted yesterday. The day one of the games happened at the Kappa Stadium right there in Oshodi. I'll tell you the fixtures and the result of the matches that went down yesterday, as well as the matches we're looking forward to later today. The 10 a.m. kickoff game must have started right now. That's the game between the Ikorodu City Football Academy and also Skimichi FA. Sports in the Jiffy right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Don't forget, I'll be back here later tonight between 6 p.m. down to 7 p.m. For more talks on the show, taking you through the nitty-gritty of all of the stories. This one is your early morning sport tonic, because I tell you what, if you're a sports person, someone love the thrill of the game, or maybe you're an athlete yourself, this is the right place for you to be, because the early bird has gone around the world to catch the scores, and I am more than willing to serve them to you just the way you like it. I mentioned to you that Nigeria and Senegal set to renew their rivalry in the quarterfinals of the Under-20 African Cup of Nations at the Suez Canal Stadium in Ismaila later today. This will be the fourth encounter between the two sides at the tournament, with Nigeria having won 2 of the previous encounters, while Senegal had won the victory. Each year the competition has been filled with high stakes, with the winner of each previous match between them going on to lift the trophy. Let's take back to 2015, where Nigeria defeated Senegal 3-1 in the group stage before earning a 1-0 win in the final. Bernard Bouboua's 17-minute goal claiming Nigeria's 7th title, while in contrast, Senegal triumphed over Nigeria 1-0 in the opening match in 2003, with Suleiman Faye scoring the only goal of the game, as the Senegalese ultimately won the title that same year. So yes, we look forward to the game that will be played later this evening. Flying Eagles coach Ali Zubero underscoring the significance of the match, highlighting its importance for both teams. Zubero acknowledges Senegal's status, but insists Nigeria will not be intimidated. We hope that the boys will not be later today. Quickly, let's go straight into the NPFL, where Remo Stars have been crowned champions of the 2024-2025 Nigerian Premier Football League after their 4-1 win over Ikorodu City in match day 37. The Sky Blue Stars came from a goal down to trash their Southwest rivals, and also then their hopes of picking the continental ticket in their debut NPFL campaign. Already confirmed as champions about 2 weeks ago, Remo Stars marched into the field for their coronation day with a guard of honor from their visitors inside an electrifying stadium that was filled with thousands of supporters who came to witness their historic day. Among the spectators, we had the governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, who joined the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Ibrahim Musoguso, NPFL chairman Benga Legbele, and also league officials at the game yesterday. The park stadium was either silenced in the 15 minutes when the Ikorodu City captain Tosin Oyedokun, who sent a power drive driver, which was mishandled by Sergio Obasa for the visitors to take the shocking lead in that particular game. Well, for the curiosity, the defeat dented their hopes of picking a CAF Confederations Cup ticket as remainder on 56 points, 4 behind third place Abia Warriors with 1 game to the end of the season. And talking about Abia Warriors this morning, another illustrious season they've also had for themselves. Because yes, they're also making history going into the continental football this year. People are saying they are clinched a historic continental ticket right there yesterday. The Umo Chineke boys from Umaya had their backs against the wall after Mukhtar Ismail 45-minute strike put Academy Warriors ahead just before halftime. But talk about grit and guy, Abia Warriors definitely roared back. Adejo Ojonuga's fierce equalizer in the 54th minute set the tone, and Emmanuel Boago's towering header in the 70th minute sealed a famous win and their ticket to the continental showpiece that will be happening later in the year. Talked about relegation earlier on. Sunshine Stars became the second club to be relegated in the 2024-2025 Nigerian Premier Football League following their 2-1 home defeat against fellow strugglers Niger Tornadoes in Ijebu-Ode. The Akure-based side have been in the Nigerian top flight for the last 18 years after being promoted in the year 2008. Sunshine Stars went on into the match day 37 game with 41 points, needing 3 points to keep their survival hopes until the last day. But yes, that definitely did not happen yesterday. Away from that, right now, we'll talk about the National Sports Festival, where it's been said that 320 athletes, 65 coaches, and 36 officials from Oyo State departed the state ahead of the forthcoming National Sports Festival Tag Gateway 2025 in Ogun State. According to the Commissioner of Sport for Oyo State, Honorable Wasilat Adegoke, she made this known while addressing the athletes, coaches, and sport officials selected for participation in the competition at the main bowl of the Lekon Salami Sports Complex at Damashingba in Ibadan. And away from that, right now, still taking other stories coming through from the home front this morning. We'll talk about the Super Six as well, where coach of the Edo Queens of Benin, Moses Aduku, has tipped the team for glory despite losing to Raymond Stars Ladies 1 during the opening day of the Super Six on Saturday in Nikene, Ogun State. Other matches we played later today in the MPF NWBFL Super Six. Quickly giving you a rundown of how the matches will go down. Raymond Stars Ladies will be playing against Nigeria Ratels. Rivers Angels will be playing against Edo Queens, while Raymond Stars Ladies, I mentioned, will be playing against Niger Ratels in the match day 2 of the NWBFL Super 6. Yes, Edo Queens, Rivers Angels, Raymond Stars Ladies, Niger Ratels, and Bayelsa Queens will be filing out against Nasarawa Amazons. All of these games will be played later today. Quickly, in the world of boxing this morning, Tyson Fury has a massive advantage over Anthony Joshua, according to a former world champion who believes the Gypsy King would get better of a potential showdown, while the pair are no longer the pinnacle of the sport, and the rivalry between them remains as fierce as ever. In an exclusive interview, the former WBA lightweight champion explained that he still thinks there's a great chance it is going to happen. The fight isn't what it was, but there's no denying it's an absolute mega fight still, and sell out any stadium around the world. Talk about maybe Old Trafford or even the Wembley Stadium right there in England. Away from that, right now, we'll go straight into the foreign scene, where we take stories coming through from across all sports this morning. Before we go into the world of football, let's talk about the NBA playoffs. The Celtics and Timberwolves have now won their game 3 earlier this morning. I beg your pardon, I was going to say yesterday, but then I have to talk about the time difference. The game was played last night, and of course early this morning in Nigeria. Boston Celtics and Minnesota Timberwolves both claimed important wins in Game 3 of their NBA playoff series on Saturday night. In the Eastern Conference semifinals, the Celtics beat the New York Knicks 2-1 in the best-of-7 series after losing the first 2 games in Boston. Despite leading by 20 points in both, the Celtics bounced back strongly at the Madison Square Garden. Boston led 71-46 at halftime and stayed in control to secure a vital win, making 50% of their 3-point shots, something they have struggled with earlier in the series. Peyton Pritchard scored 20 23 points for the Celtics, while star forward Jason Tatum added 22. Jalen Brunson was the top scorer of the game with 27 points for the Knicks. In the Western Conference, the Timberwolves edged past the Golden State Warriors with a 102-97 victory, giving them a 2-1 lead in the playoff series. Anthony Edwards led the Timberwolves with 36 points. Julius Randle also impressed with a triple-double, 24 points, 12 assists, and 10 rebounds in the game. Right now, the Celtics and Timberwolves will now look to build on their momentum as the series continues. And straight into the world of football, this morning, Mikel Merino scored and was later sent off of Arsenal, coming from 2 goals down to earn a 2-2 draw with Premier League champions Liverpool in an exciting match right there at the Anfield. Liverpool had already won the title 2 weeks ago, started the game strongly and scored twice in the first 2 minutes. In the 20th minute, Arsenal defense lost focus after a quick throw-in, allowing Andy Robertson to cross for Goody Gakpo to definitely head that particular win. And just after a minute, Dominic Szoboszlai also ran onto a forward pass and set up Luis Diaz, who tapped the ball into an empty net. At that particular point in time, it looked like Arsenal were going to be heading for another defeat. Already can talk about their season not being a good one, but Gabriel Martinelli, the man that a lot of Arsenal fans had wanted out of the team a long time ago this season, restored 0 for the side, getting that header in the 47 minutes after a cross for Leandro Trossard, and then Mikel Merino reacting quickest to a rebound after Alisson tipped Martin Odegaard's shot onto the bar, making it 2-2. Well, for Merino, definitely that was going to be a night for him to quickly forget, because yes, he did not wait to see the end of the game, because he was being sent off in the final 10 minutes after that clumsy tackle in his very own penalty area yesterday as well. Other games were played. With that game, it means that Liverpool remain 15 points ahead of Arsenal, while still on course to qualify for next season Champions League. Other games that were played yesterday, Chelsea as well. Not too good, really. Not too good, losing out of that particular game to Newcastle United. Same thing with Manchester United, who also lost at Old Trafford to West Ham United. United now have their worst season in the Premier League history, because right now they've lost 17 matches, the most they have lost in a single Premier League campaign. That was the last time they did that was the season they got relegated, and that was about 51 years, I beg your pardon, 51 years ago was the last time Manchester United experienced what they are experiencing right now in the English Premier League. Another thoughts coming through later today. We'll be seeing a couple of actions that will be going down. Let me tell you, this particular one. Coming through from the Spanish La Liga, where Barcelona coach Hansi Flick has lauded Lamine Yamal's grown-up performance after the teenager helped his side move to the brink of La Liga title by coming from behind to beat Real Madrid 4-3 yesterday. Yamal, 17, scored Barca's second goal, angling a brilliant shot in the top corner from just inside the area as they recovered from conceding 2 early Kylian Mbappe strikes to lead at 4-2 at halftime. Mbappe completed his hat-trick after the break to set up a nervy finish, but Barca held on at the Olympic Stadium to move 7 points clear of the Clásico rivals with just 3 games to play in the Spanish La Liga. Barca need just 2 points to win La Liga. They could claim the title on Thursday when they travel to local rivals Espanyol, or even Wednesday if Madrid double point against Mallorca. And guess one thing about Espanyol, this is a team that plays with 9 men at the back, maybe just 2 in the middle of the park. They are a typical example of parking the bus team. We hope that Barca will be able to survive that particular scare come Thursday. And Sporting a Jiffy right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Quickly before I wrap up the show this morning, I'll give you the results of the matches that have gone down in the Invitational Scouting Tournament, Tag Discovery Cup 2025, powerfully packaged by Zero Sport Management Agency in conjunction with Inspire Sport Academy, right there at number 1, Naithel Road, Kappa, Oshodi, Lagos. Matches from the day 1 yesterday saw Alto Finesse FA losing out to Jebu United 2-0. Inspire Sport Academy played out a 2-0 win over Super Accurate Football Academy. Sport Electra FC lost at home to VIA Football Academy 4-0. Emiloju FC played out a 0-0 draw against Fortune Football Academy. Skimichi Football Academy defeated Anumorigba FC 3-0. Ojodu City Football Club played out a 2-1 win over Isa GT Sport Academy. Video 99 FC lost at home to Victory FC 2-0, and Go Getters Football Academy definitely played out a 0-0 draw against Ikorodu City Football Academy. Currently on the way this morning, so Ikorodu City Football Academy on the way with Kimichi FC. Dominion Ospor Football Club will be hosting Anumorigba Football Academy. Super Akure Football Academy will be hosting Emilioju Football Club. Igalo Football Academy will be hosting Inspire Sport Academy. Robo Dream to Reality Football Club will be hosting Sport Electra Football Club. VIA Football Academy will be hosting Auto Fine Football Academy. Isagiti Sport Academy will be hosting Video 99 Football Club. While Victory FC will be playing against Bonner Boy Football Academy. The last game of the day, that which is going to be about 5 p.m. This evening. If you are able to, you are within the environs of Oshodi, Ilupeju, Moshe, Yaba, you want to experience the best of invitational sport tournament, definitely you want to be a part of that right there later today. Ayode Jajibe is signing up this morning. We'll be back here later tonight on the Sport Talk Show between 6 p.m. down to 7 p.m. where we do 1 hour of banter, 1 hour of reach, 1 hour of views, reviews, and all of the interviews. Stay sporty, stay active, drinking enough water to stay hydrated. Go out there, be the best version of yourself. Uche Okori will be right here to take you through the rest of your morning on the Morning Impact Show on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Don't forget to be kind, because kindness is cool. I'll see you when I see you. Do have a blessed and highly favored week. Good morning.
From the greens of golf to the